Oh, jackhammers. Nothing but regret. Hey everybody, this is Eric for Beeler Family Farm, and today we are working on the house. Why? Because it's 15 degrees outside and I'm tired of working in the cold. Although it's still cold down here in the basement. So, I don't know. I guess if there's a Voldemort of construction, he who shan't be named, it has to be my basement. Got to take the floor completely out of it. Start over. It's only an inch or two thick in places. There are footings that I'm not reusing, footings that I've put in to add posts. I need to add one more post, but this is what we're looking at. I don't know if the camera will pick up. I've already set my laser up. There's no drainage under the floor. You can kind of see some piles of dirt over there and my sump pump, because I had to knock a hole in the floor so it would drain. I've got one fairly significant crack here that I'm going to fix. That's really the only notable crack in the foundation. It is poured concrete. I don't know the era of this poured concrete, but this basement, this where we're standing, this sewer pipe from our guest house, it runs to a sewer main, and that's the water supply line to the guest house. But this basement slopes that way to the drain, and it just had a floor drain into the city sewer, which obviously is not allowable by current code. So resolved that with the sump pump. Still got some stuff to throw away. This was a chimney that went all the way up through the roof. I got to finish getting rid of it. You can see I've put in quite a few new posts. All the new posts over there, because that stairwell is new. It did not exist. I replaced posts there, added a post there, and replaced a post over there. Already been a lot of work. I've got crawl spaces underneath two sections. That's blocked off with foam because it's 15 degrees, like I say, and that's just got a curtain hanging over it because I do have heat running down here to keep it just above freezing. I don't know, it's not a pretty sight, but what we're going to do today is start doing some marking so that I get a nice level basement floor. I just have my self-leveling laser set up, and we're just going to go around and mark posts. And we're going to mark the wall, and then we'll move the laser. I know that, so the basement, the steps, my steps are 7-inch rise. And from this laser, I've already measured it so I could close the thing back up. From the top of my bottom step to the laser is 32¼ inches. So if I want, so 39 is about where that floor is at right now. And I just don't know that I feel like digging out enough to gain another 7 inches. It kind of depends on what I find underneath this floor. I know that on the other side, where I dug out and exposed it for that sump pump to put the sump in, it was dirt and brick and kind of whatever. But see, like, so right there, that was flat. But up here, and this, it sounds hollow in a lot of places. So see, I'm at 36 up here. So it's not flat at all. Let's see, I was at 39¼ I'm 36¼ I'm 3 inches higher in that 16 feet there. And that's just not so great when it comes to trying to get things the way you want. I'm just putting several marks here around this wall. I'd try to chalk line it, but they formed this up with what looks to be 2x12s or something, and it definitely didn't stay smooth. The other goal of this, obviously, is to get drainage underneath all of this, because I know that there's no subfloor drainage in any of this. I might end up coming through here and just spot drilling and sticking some tap cons in it so that I got a permanent reference across here. You guys probably can't see me anymore. There's a huge amount of space in this basement. This will never be finished space, but it'll be good storage, you know. Whew. It's cool down here too. Pretty cool. So but getting this floor ripped out and replaced is kind of high on the list, because I can't put my HVAC equipment down here until I got a clean, secure place to put it, you know. I don't know. Unless I find something significant that causes me to do a lot of digging, I don't plan to dig out enough that I have to underpin this basement. Because even adding 14 inches, I mean, that would make it pretty serviceable. But it still wouldn't be, it's just never going to be a finished basement. It's just not how it's built. It's not really practical to make it a finished basement. Good storage, maybe a, you know, play space for the kids, TV in the corner, maybe a bar, who knows. But hard to beat the reliability and the repeatability of a laser when you're trying to get stuff flat. Levels are good, ain't no doubt, but levels have limitations. Most of those limitations are whoever's holding it. You know? Did you guys see that big old oak post right there? I'd like to turn that into something. I've saved all the posts that were under here because they're all oak. They're all old. I think they were all part of an original sill beam or something, because some of them have notches where they were tongue and grooved and mortised. I don't know. I think I'm going to go see if I can find a drill bit and maybe some galvanized nails to tight fit. But I'll be back. Hold on for a few minutes. Well, couldn't find any concrete bits. At least not the size I wanted. Some big ones. And of course I got some large diameter core drills, but again, not really what we're after. So I think we might, despite my better judgment, break out the old jackhammer. I bought this thing to break up the front steps, and I sure can't complain. Amazon special, extreme power picked the, don't even know where it came, you know, Chinese built. But let her set like that a minute, see if it's got any oil in it. Do. But this thing broke up layer after layer of concrete on the front steps. Yeah, it don't look like it's got a whole lot of oil in it. I'm going to do a lot today, so. There we go. Oh, jackhammers. Nothing but regret. I think I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. We'll get this set up and break just a little bit of concrete up and see what's going on. Start with some corners, kind of get an idea of what we're working with here. So stick around. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, that was not a lot of time lapse, but this is much less crude demolition than it is exploratory surgery. There's about an inch and a half of concrete there, which is kind of what I found in the other parts, maybe less. My fear is that there won't be any kind of footing at all in here. Now I ought to feel something down there. Oh, makes me happier. Not a lot of footing. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I don't know how far it goes out the other side, but that ground is froze in there. But there is at least footing. That makes me happy. Wonder if it's pinned. Wonder how thick it is. Yeah, there's 3 or 4 inches thick. That's better than I expected. I'm not complaining. Not sure what that's going to do for my floor height, if anything. I've thought that I might have to have them pour the floor and curb it up, and I still might do that. Just have them hand form a curb or box form a curb for me to set a wall on. I don't know. A little bit undecided because I am going to spray foam the walls. But let's go dig in this corner over here and see what we find. Presumably the same thing. If I find the same thing here, then my mind is relieved a little bit. And we'll set that laser up and see what it looks like, because I know that this corner that we're in right now is the tallest corner of the house. And I'm hoping that surprised that I don't know, is that frosty, but I don't keep it warm down here by any means. Not a lot of light. I know you guys can't see much. Not much at all. Dark down in there. I can't see anything either, so don't feel bad. But I have found footing. Yeah, yummy. I wonder how close that footing is to level. Oh, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna bring that laser over here. Oh, you know, I will just say that if you guys don't have one of these little lasers, these things are so stinking handy. Because it's not hard to hit your line again. Let's go just a smidge more. Oh, I like it. And then you can really see what you're working with. Let's get you guys back a little higher. You can see a little better. Okay. Get a look down there. There's the footing and there's the line. So I want my top of my floor to be at 39 1/4. That would put it right at the top of that piece of footing. Let's go see what it would be on this end. Right at it. Well, that makes me happy too, that at least right there is level. I'll take that as a little victory. I don't feel like I got to underpin it. If I was going 14 inches to gain head height, I definitely would. But just pouring a 4-inch floor, I don't think that'll be necessary. I do think I'll try to figure out a way to pin me a step around it, though. I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but I will take this find as good news. I think I might I'm going to set you guys up real time, probably without audio, and I think we might jackhammer this one footing out, or jackhammer a footing out, because I want to see how bad they are. Maybe. I don't know if I want to know how bad they are. Alright, no mic, so it might sound different, but those aren't going to be too bad. So let's recap. That's a footing. They're not too thick, don't have any metal in them. No steel. Can you guys maybe see that? Dark. Got a footing there. And it's flat. It runs all the way up to that corner, so I'm going with it. Probably goes all the way around. Got my lines marked, but I'm cold. I'm tired already. Kind of been at it today. In a 15-degree day, with no way to ventilate this thing, even with a mask on, would not be the way to spend several hours jackhammering concrete and not being able to get it out. So, but that's a project that's coming soon, and I hope you'll come back and see it through with me. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you soon.